at getting the absolute best value, the best pricing, while making absolutely sure suppliers meet your exact needs.
Exactly. It's a constant challenge.
So today, we're doing a deep dive into a fundamental tool for that, the request for quotation, the RFQ. We've looked at quite a few sources on this, and our mission really is to equip you, our listeners, with the critical stuff. What exactly is an RFQ? How does the process work step by step?
And crucially, how it's different from, say, an RFP.
Right. And we'll touch on modern tools that help, plus best practices to, make those buying decisions sharper or more strategic.
Sounds good.
Okay, so starting basic, an RFQ. It's this formal document, right? You send it out, inviting suppliers to bid on, and this is key. Standardized products or services.
That standardization point is critical. It means the focus is really laser sharp on price and terms because you already know exactly what you need.
So think commodities, maybe office supplies, IT hardware.
Or even services, but ones with really clear scopes, like cleaning contracts or maybe basic transportation. If cost competitiveness is the main thing you're after, the RFQ is usually the way to go.
And why is it so, indispensable in procurement? What's the deeper value?
Well, it's not just about getting a price quote back. It fundamentally drives market transparency.
How so?
By inviting multiple bids for the same defined thing, you create healthy competition. It naturally pushes pricing closer to, the actual market rate.
Okay.
Plus, it establishes fairness and consistency in how you deal with suppliers. That builds trust, which is huge, so you get savings, sure, but also real value and stronger relationships.
Okay, that makes sense. So if it's that foundational, how do you actually do it right? The process itself, lots of folks probably feel they stumble there.
Oh, absolutely. The devil's in the details, as they say. There are really 5 essential steps for an effective RFQ process.
Let's walk through them. Step 1.
Step 1 is preparation and requirements. You absolutely must define precisely what you need. Think detailed specifications, quantities, delivery schedules, the whole 9 yards.
Because ambiguity kills the quote.
Exactly. Clarity here prevents all sorts of headaches and, frankly, useless quotes later on.
Okay, prep done. Step 2.
Issuing and management. You don't blast it to everyone. Distribute the RFQ to a carefully shortlisted group. We usually recommend maybe 6 to 8 suppliers.
Why that number?
It keeps the competition sharp, but doesn't totally overwhelm your team when the quotes come back. It's a balance.
Got it. Then step 3 must be
scoring and selection. This is where you compare the responses side by side. And look, it's not just price. You need to compare delivery terms, warranty conditions, things like that. Standardized templates, or even better, RFQ software really helps here.
Makes sense, keeps it objective. Step 4.
Closing and contracting. Now, this is important. A supplier's quote isn't a binding contract yet. Not usually.
Right, it's an offer.
Precisely. So use this stage to negotiate any final details, close any gaps, and then formalize the actual agreement, the contract.
And the final step, often overlooked, I bet.
You guessed it. Step 5, review and evaluation. Critically important. Capture lessons learned, what went well, what didn't, and do an initial supplier performance review. It sets a collaborative tone right away. It's about continuous improvement.
That thread of meticulous preparation, especially early on, really seems to run through the whole thing for success.
It absolutely does.
Now, you mentioned RFPs earlier. This is a big point of confusion for many people, isn't it? RFQ versus RFP.
Yeah.
When do you use which?
It is, and it's a vital distinction to grasp. They serve very different purposes. Think of RFQs as primarily transactional.
Focused on price for something you've already defined.
Exactly. RFPs, on the other hand, are more strategic. You use them when you're looking for a comprehensive solution to a broader challenge, maybe something complex, or even when you're seeking innovation and don't have the solution predefined.
So definitely not interchangeable.
Not at all. Using the wrong one causes problems. And, trying to manage even a simple RFQ process with just spreadsheets and email chains, it gets messy fast.
Which brings us to modern tools. RFQ management software, is it moving from nice to have to essential?
I'd argue it is, especially for teams managing multiple RFQs. It really streamlines things. You get the central hub, it enforces standardized responses, gives everyone real-time access.
So comparison gets easier.
Much easier, faster side-by-side analysis. It frees up procurement professionals to actually analyze the bids strategically instead of just drowning in admin work. It's particularly powerful when, as we said, requirements are clear and price is a major factor.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the big benefits. Easier price comparison, simpler supplier selection, streamlined buying process, better communication.
Stronger supplier relationships, potentially.
And the bottom line, usually better pricing, right?
Generally, yes, but there are pitfalls to watch out for.
Ah, the challenges. What trips people up most often?
I'd say three things commonly pop up. First, those incomplete requirements we talked about. If you're vague, you get useless quotes back. Solution. Really rigorous definition up front.
Makes sense.
Second, inviting too many suppliers. Sounds good for competition, but it just overwhelms the evaluation team and can actually dilute supplier engagement. You need that strategic shortlisting we mentioned.
Right, quality over quantity. And the third?
And this is a big one, focusing only on price. It's tempting with an RFQ, but it's risky. You might sacrifice quality or reliability or crucial service aspects. You need a more holistic view, considering total cost and supplier capability.
So it really comes back to discipline, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially in that preparation phase and then again in the evaluation.
Precisely. Discipline is the backbone. Implementing RFQs effectively isn't really just about having the right forms or templates.
It's more systemic.
Exactly. It's about embedding a consistent system in your organization. That means analyzing where you are now, maybe starting with some pilot projects for specific categories, assigning clear ownership. It's about building a culture of continuous improvement around this process to keep driving value.
A really powerful final thought. So as you're listening, maybe take a moment to consider where in your specific procurement workflow could applying a more disciplined, optimized RFQ approach make the biggest difference? Not just in cost, but maybe in strategic strength or resilience too.